Do you hate one-on-ones? It's probably because you're doing it wrong, right? Let's talk about how not to hate one-on-ones, right? Let's rethink them, let's reset and renew the experience that you're having and your team member is having. When it comes to thinking about the one-on-one, the most important thing for you to remember is that if you're the manager, the one-on-one is not for you. The one-on-one is for your team member, right? They're on the court, they're out on the course, they're playing in the game, they're running their race. And the one-on-one, think of it as a timeout. And you're the coach, and you bring them over to the sideline and you coach them. You know, here's what I'm noticing, here's what's going on, right? Or if I'm running a long race, there's an aid station every now and then. And I pull into the aid station and somebody might ask me how my race is going, and I'll get some nutrition, I'll get some water, and then they'll tell me about what's coming up and help me before I head back out onto the course. So let's rethink and reset the one-on-one from a status update, right? And especially, my gosh, imagine if you have, like some of the folks that I coach, they've got 12 or more people on their team, 12 status updates every week. What else are you gonna do this week? So let's rethink the one-on-one. And most importantly, let's get out of the habit of the one-on-one as a status update, that means that the one-on-one is for me, the manager, and think about it as a coaching session for the team member. So here's how you do that. First is you set quarterly targets and development goals with your team members, right? What are they working on this quarter that is theirs? They can't delegate it, they can't delete it, and it's on them to deliver that this quarter. And what are the development goals that you want that person to be focusing on, right? As they are going about their role and as they're working to get ready for maybe their next role, what are the knowledge gaps, the skill gaps, the experience gaps that you can see, and you can, coach your team member on things they might do to close those gaps as a part of their development. Then you're set up, right? The one-on-one now, when they show up for their one-on-one, you've got goals for the quarter in place, so you can, every single one-on-one, celebrate wins. What's working, what's going well, what's on track, and you can celebrate with them. It makes them feel good, and it lets you know where they're succeeding as they take on their work. You can also then coach them to course correct, right? Where are they stuck on those quarterly targets? And what are the options that they might, that they can consider with you in order to figure out, what's the plan to get themselves unstuck, get their work back on track, and keep things moving forward. And if your one-on-one is a coaching session, you never leave a coaching session without confirming, okay, what are you going to do? What's the plan, coming out of this coaching session, this one-on-one? What's the best next step that you're going to take in order to keep your work moving forward the way that you want? So if you hate one-on-ones, stop the old status update that we learned back, a long time ago. Rethink the one-on-one, imagine it as a coaching session, and it'll be energizing for your team member, it'll be empowering for them, and it'll be energizing for you too. You won't dread them as much because you get to show up as a coach and be a creative thinking partner for your team members. So, and that's ultra leadership, right? Showing up and helping people engage and make a tremendous, significant contribution to the team's shared goals. So let's rethink those one-on-ones so that we don't hate them anymore. That's ultra leadership. If you like this, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's grow our community. Let's get better together.